Oh, perfect. My neighbor decided to start mowing his grass right when I'm about to start recording. So hopefully you guys don't hear that in the video. But hey, YouTube, welcome back to another Essow Tech video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Pixel Fold and my experience of using it for 1 month. So I've been using the phone for about a month now. I just want to give you guys some feedback on it. For those who are still contemplating whether or not to buy this phone, I hope this video helps you determine whether this is the right phone for you. Me personally, I've been using this phone for a month and I love it. I think this was the right purchase for me, and I plan on staying with. I'm interested to see the next Pixel Fold because I will definitely be upgrading to that. But in this video, I'm going to discuss four things about this phone: the form factor, performance, battery life, and camera. So hopefully those help you determine whether or not you want to buy the Pixel phone or not. I hope this video helps those who are still on the edge, on the fence about buying it. The one thing I did with my Pixel Fold was that I did have a Pixel 7 that I traded in, which helped me get this phone. So if you don't have that and you're watching this video and you're about to spend $1,800, please stick to the end because I hope this video helps you determine whether or not to spend that $2,000. But let's start with the form factor. So I've used the Galaxy Fold in the past. That was my main phone before I switched to the Pixel 7. And I would say compared to the Galaxy Fold, this is a lot more comfortable to hold and is more comfortable to one hand in a sense. The Galaxy Fold was a bit long, and if you're into that kind of form factor, I say go for it. But me personally, I like the more of the rectangular form and the um, nice short form factor in your hand. This phone is definitely one of those one-hander that you can handle, and you know that you have a bigger screen inside. The phone is heavy. For those who are wondering, when you first get this phone, you're going to realize how heavy it is. But that does make sense. It is you have pretty much like two screens in here. You have your outside screen and your inside screen. So the phone is a little heavy for those who are wondering. So if you're not into heavy phones, I would say avoid this because this is pretty heavy. I don't have a weight scale right now to weight it, but I'm going to put the weight on the side somewhere here in this video. But that's the one thing I did notice when I first picked up this phone is that it's very heavy. But that just makes sense. In terms of everything else on the phone, it's very smooth. I don't rock a case on my phone because I like to admire the beauty of the phone. I do have some scratches on it, but that's okay. That's just part of wear and tear. But Google does have some amazing cases in their store for anybody who's wondering. But overall, the form factor of this phone has been amazing. I mean, I'm mostly comparing it to the Galaxy Fold because that's pretty much the next competitor. Until Apple comes out with their foldable phone, that's the only one we have right now to compare to. Compared to the Galaxy Fold, this is a lot better form factor. Like I said, the Galaxy Fold is a lot more longer, and I find that to be a little bit awkward to use. So let's go to the next thing, which is performance. So I did mention we're going to go over four things in this video. So the next one is performance. I haven't had any issues with this phone in terms of performance. I mean, it doesn't have the Snapdragon chip in it, but the Google processor that is in here is doing a pretty damn good job. I haven't noticed any snags, any slowdown, anything like that. Everything launched quick. Everything performed really fast. Like I've been using this phone for a month and it's pretty smooth. Like there's nothing about this phone that will tell you like, oh, I mean, for $1,800, it better be smooth, I would say, right? Like, but you definitely get your money's worth here. I don't have a Snapdragon phone to compare it to or anything like that, but from what I've used the Galaxy Fold before, and switching to this phone, I did not notice any difference in performance. All my games launch on time, apps launch quickly. Games are very snappy, nothing lags. The screen refresh rate is 120 hertz. Some games that do support it are able to be bumped to that level. So in terms of performance, there hasn't been any crazy lags or anything like that. Like most of the time, I'm not a big heavy user on my phone, so I don't be running multiple things at once. And I regularly clear my app every once in a blue moon. So in term, if you're one of those people that leave there, if you open up like thousands of apps and leave it, I don't think you're going to notice any performance degradation either in that case. But overall, the performance on this phone has been amazing. Video games are snappy. The phone is snappy. I haven't noticed anything about it. The next one is battery life. Now, that's one of the biggest thing about getting a phone. You want to make sure that you get a good battery life. And with the Fold and with the Pixel Fold, I would say there's not any issue with battery life. Now, in my case, I mostly use the outside screen because Google has done a really good job with the outside screen. It's very high resolution, high refresh rate. So I find myself using the outside screen a lot more which makes sense. You know, the inside screen is like a niche case scenario. You're not gonna walk around using the phone like I never seen anybody walking around using the phone like this. Most of the time when I sit down and I want to do something on the web, I will open up the phone because having a full web page on a foldable screen is a lot better than using it on the front screen. But that's more of like a niche case, right? You're not going to be using the inside screen that much like you think you are, but it is good to have it when you do need it. So I find myself using the outside screen a lot more, which helps my battery life stay a lot longer. I don't charge my phone every night. I normally just toss my phone on the side, go to bed, wake up, and then grab it again. And then I would just do like trickle charge sometime. If my phone is on 10%, I will plug it in while I go to the shower. When I come out, most likely I'm on like 50%. I just grab my phone and just continue my day. So I try to preserve my battery life, and the phone has a great feature where even if you do charge it at night, it trickle charge into your alarm, to the time you set your alarm. So I got my alarm set to 6:30. So if I plug my phone in at 10 p.m., my phone will trickle charge, and then around 6:30, it would then quickly charge. So that way it improves the battery life and life expectancy. So far the phone has been amazing in battery life. I haven't had any issues with it. I would say the phone hasn't died on me yet. I haven't noticed anything about battery life draining fast. Even when am using like apps and doing things like that, the battery life is still there. Performance very good. So in terms of battery life, the phone is very good. There's one thing: when you first get the phone, the battery life is going to be unpredictable, but that makes sense because the phone uses AI or Google's own intelligence system to learn your use pattern and then adjust the battery life based on that. So my phone has settled in after a month, and now the phone knows my use pattern, and my battery life has been amazing. So when you do get this phone, just give it some time. Eventually, you're going to notice that it will learn your use pattern and adjust the battery based on how you use the phone. So, yep, there you go about battery life. The next thing is camera. Now, I'm not a big phone camera guy, I would say. Like when I buy my phone, the camera is not I do care about the camera, but it's not one of the big form factor that I go after. I have a professional camera that I mostly use for photography. But Pixel, if you use the Pixel before, you understand that Pixel look to every photo. It's very sharp, high contrast, very clear. I mean, I've never met anybody who doesn't like Pixel photos. So if you're getting a Pixel phone, you're going to love the camera. One of the things for me is that Google has put a lot of work into improving skin color in photos. And I have noticed that with the Pixel phone, when I take photos of people who look like me, it comes out a lot better than any other phone because Google, I don't know what Google magic they're doing, but it often captures my skin color a lot more accurate than a lot of other phones do. So that's the one thing I love about the Pixel phone is that I could take pictures of people who look like me and the photos will come out very accurate to what exactly I look like. I find the iPhone sort of make me a lot ashier than expected, which I'm not a fan of. And the Samsung phone goes too aggressive with the color correction, which either makes you comes out a lot darker than you actually are. But the Pixel phone actually does present you in the color that you do look like. So that's the one thing I like about the Pixel phone is that it does capture my skin color very perfectly. So whatever Google is doing in the back end, keep up the good work. That is an amazing. I think most companies should invest in something like that. We're making sure that everybody's represented in their photos. And the Pixel so far has been the camera that actually captures skin color accurately. A lot of other phones have issues doing it, but that's the one thing I like about the Pixel is that it captures my skin color perfectly. So, so that's pretty much my review on the Pixel phone. If you did enjoy this video, if you find it helpful, please go ahead and click the like button and subscribe. I didn't really go too in depth with the phone. I just wanted to do like a quick video for those who are still contemplating whether to buy this phone or not. If this video helped you, make sure to hit that like button. If you have a Pixel Fold and you're experiencing weird issues, let me know in a comment. We can have a discussion. I haven't seen anybody else in a while with this phone, but yeah, definitely let me know. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.